Hello everyone, welcome to my channel, or welcome back. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate each and one of you who are watching my videos. Thank you so much. In today's pick a card reading, we are looking at your October 2024 insights. Once you choose your card, you can find the timestamps in the description box below, which will take you directly to your reading. Okay. We are looking at October 2024 insights. Can we have a card for pile number 1, please? All right. Can we have a card for pile number 2, please? And can we have a card for pile number 3, please? Okay. Pile number 1, your stone is Rhyolite. And your card is Higher Self and Pause. So Pause, Higher Self, and Rhyolite. Pile number 2, your stone is Mookaite. And your card is Invention, Helper Guides. Pile number 3, your stone is Crazy Lace Agate. And your card is Change and Higher Self. Please take as long as you need choosing your card or cards, and I will see you in your readings. Hello, pile number 1. Your stone is the Rhyolite, and your card is Pause and Higher Self. So I get a couple things from this card. I feel for some of you, you are actually taking a time out and you're trying to regroup from something. You might be getting ready to start something new and you're kind of taking a time out before you do that. Maybe you're taking a time out to get grounded. Maybe you're trying to make a decision about something and you're really trying to focus on what is the right decision for you. Others of you, I feel like there's a sense of confusion or chaos, something that's really stressing you out, or you're feeling stuck about something, or like there could be chaos around you and you're contemplating maybe leaving a particular situation or staying in that situation. So for either of those groups, any of those things that I'm seeing here, what Spirit is saying is that you should take a pause. So if you are taking a pause, that's great. That's what you should be doing right now. If you're not taking a pause, Spirit is saying definitely take a pause, calm down, regroup, try to clear your energy, get grounded, try to get a perspective on what's going on. Try to understand what's going on, and then try to make a decision from there, or see if things kind of balance out. Another thing that I got for some reason with number 12, that is really strong. The energy of the 12 on this card in this particular reading, for some reason, is telling me divine timing is at play here for some of you. So for some of you, if you're trying to make something happen, if there is a delay, or if something's not really flowing as well as it should be, or as well as you expect it to be flowing, there's something about divine timing here. And just know that things are going to line up at the perfect time. And so what you should do right now is just take a pause, take a little breather, relax. Don't try to force something to happen. Just kind of let it flow a little more naturally right now. And Spirit is saying that things will turn out perfectly if you just kind of relax a little bit and try not to make things happen right at this exact moment. So let's look at some of your oracle cards and see what else we can find out for you. Okay, what else would you like to add to pile number 1 for October 2024 insights? Okay. Fool. Have the courage to embrace change, take risks, and be adventurous. Yeah, so this is, oh, look at that. You have number 12. Divine timing. Okay. Now I know beyond a doubt there's something about divine timing here because you have 12 and 12. And remember, I first saw divine timing with the number 12. So even though this is number 12 in this deck, this is the Fool card. This is representing the Fool card in the tarot deck. So have the courage to embrace change, take risks, and be adventurous. So don't be afraid of change. If some of you are feeling chaos, if some of you are feeling like you no longer belong where you are, or, you know, if you're getting this feeling, this kind of antsy feeling, or a feeling of something doesn't feel right anymore, you're getting those feelings for a reason. You're getting those feelings because Spirit is trying to nudge you in a new direction. So it's okay to take a pause. So if others of you are ready to take a risk, ready to start something new, don't feel like you have to rush into things just because you're ready to take that leap of faith. Like, it's okay to pause for a minute, take a deep breath before you take that leap. So just try to be comfortable with how things are flowing. So don't try to force anything right now, because especially with the Fool card here, things are going to be lining up perfectly for you. Okay, what else can you tell us? Okay, we have the Judgment card, number 14. Soul searching will bring inner peace to many areas of your life. And look at how that really complements this card, because here, remember I said something about your heart finding like what would make you happy. I don't know if that's exactly what I said. I think I said something a little bit different, but kind of finding balance, figuring out what would make you happy. So it's like, do you need to make a change? What is it? You know, it's like slowing down a little bit before you make this jump, before you get into this new thing. Because for some of you, what I'm feeling is that you're very, very uncomfortable where you are right now, and you want to leave that situation, but it's like some of you might just jump into anything just so that you're not in this situation anymore. And so what Spirit is saying is slow down, calm your thoughts, calm your body too, because I'm getting like really what's in my mind and what I'm feeling is like hyperventilating. So it's like for some of you, you're in a panic to change your situation. And Spirit is saying, don't just jump into something else because it's the first thing that comes along. So take a pause, think about things, think about what would make you happy, what would bring peace to your life, and then take action from that point. Okay, does that make sense? Let's go ahead and look at your other oracle cards. What else can you tell us for pile number 1? Whatever these changes are that you're going to make, Spirit is telling you that as long as you take your time, as long as you don't jump right into something, the outcome is going to be positive for you. Okay, Nightingale Spirit, love is all around. So don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to take a leap of faith. Don't be afraid to follow your heart. Don't be afraid to do what is going to make you happy. Don't be afraid to change your circumstances if you're not happy right now. There's definitely something about, what is it with the music? What does that mean? There's something about music, listening to something, listening to signs. Okay, maybe it has something to do with listening to signs. Have you been getting signs that you should be making a move or something, which could be a literal move? It could be making a move, like a strategic move in your life, maybe not actually moving your physical residence, but there's something about signs that you've been giving and that you're supposed to listen to those signs. Okay. Canary spirit, sing your own song. Look at sing your own song. And this is like music. So there's definitely music, singing, movement too, because you have two birds here. So it seems, oh, and you know, look, number 12. I just saw that. Number 12, 12, and 12. Okay. Very, very powerful. Very powerful. So, and also, well, here with pause, I actually didn't even think about that earlier, but now I'm seeing it now with the pause. Number 12 is the Hangman in the tarot. You have 3 12s here. So in soul searching, like these are all so connected here. I'm getting all these thoughts. I'm trying to put them into order so I can say all this to you. Okay, so you're supposed to take a pause right now. You are on the verge of starting something new, but before you do that, Spirit is urging you to take a pause, because this next step in your life could be very, very critical. It probably is very critical. It's like you can either go this way and be in a different situation, but it will end up being a very similar situation over here, or you can go this way and it's going to be something that makes you so happy. Doing something for yourself, finding happiness for yourself, and following your heart. You know, with the Fool card here, this is doing something that you want to do, doing something for yourself, starting over, not being afraid to start over, not caring what other people around you think about this idea that you have. And knowing that when you get to where you're going, you're going to have love all around you. You're going to have safety, protection. You're going to be divinely guided to where you're supposed to be going. So just keep that in mind. Okay, let's go ahead and look at your tarot cards now. What else can you tell us for pile number 1? Okay, we have the Two of Wands. Yeah, you're definitely at a crossroads. You're definitely trying to figure out what would be best for you. What is the right path for you? What will make you whole? What will allow you to breathe again? I'm seeing and feeling and smelling fresh air. So you've been a little stagnant, a little like it's getting to the point where you literally feel like you can't breathe anymore in the situation you're in. And it's almost time for you to make a change, but you need to slow down and think about what is the best direction for you before you take that move, before you make that move. And also think about what kind of elements need to go into this. What do you need to research anything? Do you need to pack your bags and move? Like what is it that you need to do? What is it that you want? The Queen of Swords. So this is going from a bit of a chaotic energy, wanting to take yourself out of a situation as quickly as possible. We need to slow that down a little bit. So in the Court cards of the Swords, the first 2, the Page and the Knight, can be moving very, very quickly to the point where you could possibly miss some details. That is why it's critical for you to slow down right now. Okay, slow down a little bit, have some patience, and look at all these butterflies, and look at the bird here, like, and these are the owl cards, but I'm just saying specifically in this card, this bird flying here, there's movement that's about to happen. It just doesn't all need to happen right now. Transformation is on its way to you. So think about things with a very critical, analytical mind. And if you do that in unison with doing this soul searching and figuring out what the best next step is, you will be in alignment for really great positive things that will make you happy. And we have the Seven of Swords. Yeah, so you're feeling like wherever it is you are right now, or whatever it is that you're doing, it's wasting your time. You feel like it's a waste of your time. It's a waste of your energy. I feel like you don't trust the situation. You don't trust people that are around you. It doesn't feel right. You know something's not right. Some of you might not be able to quite put your finger on it, but something's not right. Or something's missing from the situation. You are not feeling fulfilled from the situation. You're feeling like there's no growth here. It's like stagnant, but it's also taking something away from you at the same time. So it's a little bit of an unhealthy situation that you're in, but you need to try to ground yourself while you're still here so that you don't step into something that's very, very similar to this. It might look a little bit different at first, but it would end up being very, very similar. And you don't want to do that again. Okay, then we have the World card. Yeah, you definitely want to get away from this situation. You want to make a change. You want to make a big change. You are starting to think more broader, thinking about things from a broader perspective. So maybe instead of thinking that's what it is. So think broader, because if you're very, very specific and honed in on just a couple details, that's how you can end up back in a similar situation, because it will look different on the surface, but when you get into the details of it, it will end up being the same thing, possibly even worse than where you have been. So think broader perspective. Look at more details than you have been looking at, which takes me back to you wanting to just jump out of the situation as quickly as possible. But Spirit is saying that it would be in your best interest to look at all of these details and make sure that you remove some of the clouds so that you can see the whole picture. Oh, wow. So you have the Hangman. Okay. 12, 12, 12, 12. So literally these, they're not right next to each other, but literally, do you see that right here and right here? Okay. It's critical for you to slow down. Look at things differently than you've looked at them in the past. If you don't, you're going to end up in the same situation. Spirit is pointing that out over and over and over in this reading. Have you done things for other people? Have you done things because that's what you feel like you're supposed to do? Have you been in this situation before and then you found yourself in this situation again and you're saying, why is this happening again? Okay. And hold on just a sec with that thought. Look at this too. Number 14 and number 41. I just noticed that as I was talking. So you flip 14 and you have 41. Okay. If you needed a sign, this is your sign. You have so many synchronicities in here. And I'm trying to make sure I catch all of them, because you might see something I'm not seeing, but I'm trying to notice everything, especially now that I saw that too. But okay, Spirit is literally like flashing a bright light in your face, kind of like this here, that I'm seeing Spirit flashing a bright light in your face saying, listen, listen, listen. Okay. We have the Chariot. Well, so the good news is that you are going to be moving away from a difficult situation for sure. I mean, of course you have free will. If you decide you don't want to, then of course you don't have to, but you know, I'm seeing that you do want to make a change. So that's going to happen. You're going to feel a lot lighter. You're going to feel like you're leaving behind something that was very, very heavy, something that was very difficult. Okay, so I'm getting like, I give up. So hold on a second. Let's see. Okay, I'm like getting all this, I'm trying to put it all together. Are some of you surrendering? That's what it is, surrendering. Some of you are surrendering, saying, okay, that's it, I'm done, I'm out. I'm out. Kind of like, and that's for yourself is what I just heard. So not really yelling at someone else, but saying to yourself, okay, that's it, I'm done. I'm not doing this again. I am so over being in this situation over and over and over and over again. It's like, I feel like you're finally learning a lesson with something and you're moving away from it, and you don't want to repeat the lesson. Therefore, you're going to take the time to evaluate things, to really, really, really do some deep soul searching in your life, within your soul, to try to figure out how not to repeat this lesson, what was the lesson, and move on from that and become a stronger person because of these experiences that you went through. Yes, look at this. I love this card right here after everything I just said. So the Six of Swords is moving away from a situation. Now, in this particular Six of Swords, which is very connected to the Queen of Swords and the Seven of Swords here, and I'll tell you about that in a second, but if you look at it here, in a lot of the tarot decks, the Six of Swords, it's just water. But here, you have all this ice, all these, mini icebergs here that you have to navigate through. So what I'm seeing here is, again, taking your time. Taking your time so that you don't make a mistake along the way, because the energy that you've been in has been so chaotic and so damaging to your peace that you're not thinking clearly because you just want to run away. So take your time. It might be little baby steps at a time for you to extract yourself from the situation. So let's say that maybe you need $100 to extract yourself from the situation, but you can only save $20 a week. So do you see what I'm saying? And that's not literal. For some of you it could be, but I'm just trying to give you an example of little steps so that you're making progress, and so that you can kind of ease your mind a little bit knowing that you're making progress, but it is going to take a little bit of time. And we have the Three of Pentacles. So it's like as you start moving forward, I feel like you're going to start to get signs. Things are going to start to come together to help you along the way. So this could be people, things, signs that happen, spirit guides helping you. It's like you're starting to get more information. Oh, what I was going to say let me pause on this for just a second. The Six of Swords and the Queen of Swords and the Seven of Swords, these are all connected together, because you see how we have the ice and snow in these cards, and it's breaking apart here. Okay, that's what I meant to say, how these are all connected together, and I forgot, so I'm sorry about that. So let's go back here. With the Three of Pentacles, we see things starting to come together. Okay, it's breaking this. That's why I remembered this. It's breaking apart. This solid, cold, freezing ground is breaking apart here. And with the water, things are starting to flow. You might have to navigate a little bit. It might be 2 steps forward, pause, 2 steps forward, pause, but you're still going forward. And pretty soon you're going to see things coming together. You're going to see, it's almost like moving into a place that has better circumstances, that has better people. The location is better. The environment is better. It's a lot warmer. Things have room to grow there. There's like nourishment there. There's a place for you to kind of plant your seeds, if you will, and allow your ideas and yourself to grow. And we have the Ace of Wands. It's like you're being reborn. You're feeling inspired again. You're feeling happy to wake up in the morning again. You can breathe again. Your ideas aren't clouded anymore. You're feeling like you want to conquer the world. And it's like really you're feeling a sense of like renewal, rebirth, movement from sitting still is what's happening here. And it's like you're ready to like bring your ideas to life, whatever this idea is. Okay, then we have the Emperor. Yes, you are ready to bring your ideas to life. You're ready now. You're so ready. It's okay. The other thing that I'm getting with the Emperor card is that you were stuck where you were, and just the fact that you extracted yourself from that situation, you are feeling powerful. It's like with the Chariot card, now you know that nothing will stand in your way. Nothing's going to get in the way of you. First of all, doing what you want, doing what makes you happy, creating your dreams, creating this world that you want for yourself. And for some of you, I really think that this is a move. I feel like maybe you've had roommates, or you've been in a relationship, some of you have been living with family, and you need to get out on your own so you can breathe. Others of you, this is a job. Some of you, this is a relationship. Some of you maybe were in school and studying something that you decided you have no interest in anymore, or it's just too stressful for you. Whatever it is, it's like you made it through that, and now you're ready to conquer the world. Now you're this powerful energy, because now your heart and your soul, your path, it's starting to align for you. And not just that, but Spirit is shining the sun on you and your ideas, saying that these are great ideas and to pursue them. And with the Page of Swords, again, remember how we saw things slowing down a little bit here with the Queen of Swords, but there was still transformation. And then you go through this transformation, and now it's like your ideas are coming so fast to you that you can't slow them down. It's like getting so many ideas, having so much, what's the word? Like inspiration, that you want to just keep going. And you're also really good with expressing things to other people, with saying that you want this to happen and making it happen. So it's amazing. Like you may be feeling stuck also because there's like some kind of block in your brain, in your mind, where you're not getting any ideas. You're not sure how it's going to work out. But I'm telling you, once you start moving away from this energy, it's all going to come to you, and it's going to start to make sense. And then we have the Knight of Wands. And what's going to be happening once everything starts to make sense for you is you start to see even more transformation. You know, it's like you're stronger because you were able to leave the situation. You were able to change the situation. And you're really able to pursue exactly what it is, what your passion is. And with that alone, just because you're doing what you want to do, not what someone else wants you to do, not what you think you should be doing, what you want to do. And you're going to see things flowing so much easier for you. But one thing that Spirit is saying to close this out is to remember to slow down a little bit. Remember that as you're going through this whole process. So don't just take a huge jump right now because you want to get out of the situation. So slow down, figure things out. And then once things start to move a little bit, know that you still need some patience. Know that things are going to come together. You're going to have help along the way. But don't just jump into something else because you want to leave this other thing. Okay, so have the passion, have the courage, have the determination, the energy, but don't go too fast. So try to have a moderate approach. Okay, once you move on from slowing down, try to stay moderate. Okay, so I hope that made sense. I hope that helped you. If it did, please like and subscribe. And if you would ever like to book a private reading with me, you can find the link for my website down below. Thank you so much. Hello, pile number 2. You have the Mookaite stone, and your card is Invention, Helper Guides. The first thing that I get when I look at this card with the hand and the finger here is an aha moment. So meaning that it seems like for some of you, things maybe aren't making sense, or you don't know how to like move through this situation, or you don't know how to understand the situation. But what I'm feeling is that soon you're going to have this aha moment where you say, oh my gosh, now it all makes sense. It makes sense now. So that's what I'm getting for some of you. It's like you're going to see things differently. Things are going to come together. Things are going to be clearer for you. The path forward is going to be clearer for you. You're going to figure out where you're supposed to be going, what direction, what kind of like what will make you happy, because I'm feeling like you're not exactly happy in a situation that you're in right now. You don't know what to do. You don't have resources. You're not sure, and you're trying to make sense of everything, but things are a little bit cloudy. And so Spirit is telling you that pretty soon things are going to start to flow for you. Things are going to start to make sense. And also the colors are going to change, meaning like right now you might only be seeing this one particular thing, but pretty soon other elements are going to enter into the situation, so that like with that, it's going to change your perspective somehow. So let's try to get some more information for you so that we can make sense of this. What else can you tell us for pile number 2, October 2024 insights? Wish. Your heart's desire is ready to come true. Okay, remember I said that pretty soon you're going to have an aha moment. Things are going to make sense. And you know what I just realized? 35 equals 8 and 17. So 1 and 7 equals 8. So 8. Does that mean anything to anybody other than having strength to get through this? It could be 8 days, 8 weeks, because I don't think it's that far off. I feel like it's something happening pretty soon for you. So have you been wondering how you're going to make your dreams come true? Because also the number 17 is the star card, which is like a wish card. So do you see how things are lining up for you here? It's like maybe you have a goal that you want and you don't know how you're going to make that happen, but Spirit is telling you that you're going to get like a clearer perspective. You're going to have an idea on how to go forward or something like that. So there's definitely some kind of movement happening here. Let's see what else we can get for you. What else do you want to tell pile number 2, please? Luck. Look at you. Number 19 in luck. And you are right to be strong and optimistic about the opportunities ahead. Okay, so if you haven't been optimistic, you should be. Okay, look, you have 2 wish cards here and you have the luck card. I mean, does Spirit need to be any clearer that you're going to have luck on your side? Things are going to change for you. Things are going to, like, it's going to make sense to you, because I feel like right now, it's like you're missing a piece of information, or things haven't come full circle, or something hasn't happened yet, but it's not that far off. And another thing I want to point out, you see the brightness here, you see the brightness here, and you see the sun coming in here. Okay, things are happening. Things are being nourished. Things are starting to change and transform for you. So don't give up hope. If you're wondering how it's going to happen, when it's going to happen, it's close. Okay? So help is on the way. Something's on its way to you to change the situation for the better, to make your wishes and your dreams come true. Okay, what else can you tell us for pile number 2? Bobcat Spirit, life is a mystery. You know what I just got here? Well, also, look at, we have number 8. Okay, so number 8, number 8, number 8. And if you subtract 1 from 9, you have 8. So 8, 8, 8, 8. This is, something's going on here with number 8 and you. Okay, so definitely don't give up hope. Stay strong. Something's going to happen for you. If something, let me see. Okay, for some of you, something fell through. Something didn't happen. Something didn't work out. And you are feeling devastated. You are feeling like your wish was not going to come true. However, it was like a lucky break. It was whatever it was that you were hoping for, there was something going on with that you couldn't see. And your spirit guides, the universe, made sure that you didn't get stuck in that situation. So for some of you, you're feeling a little defeated, a little sad, because it's almost like you could almost touch exactly what you are striving for, and then it was kind of ripped away from you. But that's just what you think. That's your perspective. That's not actually what happened. Spirit was saving you from potential problems and bringing you closer to what you actually want. Okay, what else can you tell us for pile number 2? Brown Bear Spirit, take time out. And we have number 9. Don't stress about things. Be strong. Be bold. Know that your time is coming. It's not that far off. It's not that far off. You're almost there. Number 9, you're almost at that new phase. You're making progress. You're going from number 8 to number 9. So you're making progress. Things are happening. Just don't worry about it. Take some time out to relax. Because I feel like an energy I'm getting for some of you is almost kind of like a feeling of devastation. Thinking like, oh my gosh, I have to rework my whole plan because my plan fell through. Well, no, your plan did not fall through. What fell through was a potential direction that you could have gone with this plan that would not have been the best direction, but a better direction is right around the corner. 8 to 9, it's right around the corner. So take a time out, don't stress, take a deep breath. Everything's going to be okay. Everything's going to work out for you. What else do you have for pile number 2, please? Okay. Yes, the 9 of Swords. This is how a lot of you are feeling right now. You feel like, I'm getting like you're screaming, like, why? Well, because the universe is saving you for something, that's why. Okay. The universe did not put a hole in your plans. The world is not falling apart. You are saved from something. These fears that you have, that you're kind of, see how this person down below here is falling into like the abyss? Do you see that? See, there's a person down here. Okay. That's like your dream. Your dream. You feel like your dream is falling away from you and there's nothing you can do. That's just how you feel though. The 9 of Swords is about having fears, anxiety about something that's not true, something that's not going to happen. And so that's just how you feel right now, but that's not actually reality. Okay? We have the Two of Swords. Yeah, so you're feeling kind of stuck. You're feeling like which way is which? I can't see anything. I can't feel anything. My senses aren't working. I feel like my intuition isn't working. Okay, but sometimes we ignore our intuition. Sometimes we just want something so bad that the first opportunity that comes up, we're going to take it without really looking into it that well. Even though we know we should, we just don't because we're so excited. But here, it's like you need to slow down a little bit, take a pause, and get back in touch with your intuition, with this dream that you have. And try to let go of your fears, of your anxieties, and understand that things are still going to happen for you, but they're going to happen better than they would have if this other thing didn't kind of throw like a rock on your path. Okay, and just a rock, just this little thing that can be removed, but it had to be put there to slow you down for a second. We have the Five of Pentacles. Yeah, so you're feeling like, literally, you're feeling like things are being pulled away from you. It's like you had this plan, you were moving forward with it, and then all of a sudden, it's just like being ripped away from you. But there's a reason for that. There's definitely a reason for that. I mean, if you need any more confirmation that this is a sign for you, just remember all these numbers that lined up here, okay? So remember that. It's not that far away. So you need patience. With the Pentacles, you need a little bit of patience here. You need a little bit of perspective because you're not seeing things for what they really are here. And also with the Five of Pentacles, it's right there. There's like a solution right there. Do you see this? Someone is holding these pentacles right here. It's like Spirit's trying to show you something, but you're so focused on the fact that this thing was ripped away from you that you're not really understanding exactly what's happening. And remember 8 to 9, it's like literally right there. You just need to calm down, take a time out, and get a good perspective of what's happening. The Knight of Pentacles. So this is regrouping. This is understanding, getting knowledge about what happened, about why it happened. You're going to understand why it happened this way at some point. At some point, it's all going to come together. It's all going to make sense. And so what Spirit is saying here is that once you slow down, once you take a time out, once you stop grieving for something that you don't even need to be grieving for, okay, once you let go of this grieving process, that you did not lose anything that was meant for you. Okay, so once you can release that energy, clear your mind a little bit, you're going to start to move forward. And you may think that things are moving slowly, but they are progressing. You are moving forward. Your foundation that you're building now, after this thing fell away from you, it's going to be so much stronger. It's going to last so much longer. It's going to work with you and for you instead of against you. And we have the World card. Yeah, so it's not that far off. Remember with the 9, you're almost ready for that new cycle. You just need to do a little bit of work right here, and then it's right here. It's literally going to happen for you pretty soon. So it's this idea that you had is still going to happen. You just need to, you know what I'm getting? Stand above your problems. What does that mean? Let me see. Stand above your problems. Stand above your problems. See it from a different perspective. I think more will come to me with that. But anyway, it's like gaining control of your problems. There's something about that. It's not completely coming to me yet. So it's it's you gaining control of everything and moving forward and being able to almost like birth this thing that you've been working on, that you, let's say, even if like you want to move somewhere, if you've been trying to make something happen, you were given a pause because you were about to move to, let's say, like the wrong home. Maybe if you moved into a home or an apartment, you later would have found out that there's mold in there and it could have made you sick. And so by being on pause, now things are going to start moving for you again, and then you're going to find something that not only doesn't have mold, but something that is going to fit all of your needs. It's going to be better. And I'm not saying that you're going to find mold somewhere. I'm just giving you an example. That's just what came to my mind. The Page of Pentacles. Yeah, do you see things are slowly starting to turn? You know, the world moves very, very slowly. It's, you know, the planets, some of them move slowly. So things are slowly taking form. Things are slowly making progress. So some things had to end in order for new things to begin. And it's also about, there could be a piece of information that was missing. You had to look at things a little bit differently. You had to, because I think perhaps for some of you, when you started this idea until now, you may have outgrown some certain pieces of this idea that you had, but you were still holding on to them because that was part of your original idea, okay? But Spirit is saying that with just a little bit more knowledge, looking at things a little bit differently, it's going to work out so much better for you. And you're going to see that almost immediately. It's going to click. It's going to make sense. And you're going to be able to move forward. So whatever this is, it's like the idea was almost complete with these two cards here. It was almost complete, but not quite. You had to remove an element and add an element, add a different element, in order for it to make more sense in the long run. We have the Six of Pentacles. Yeah, in order for it to be more balanced and be more what you are looking for. This is also something about balance in the future. It feels unbalanced right now, especially with the Nine of Swords. But what you've been wishing for, what you've been hoping for, what you've been working on is going to come true. But it's going to be better than you thought of before. Don't forget the wish card here. Your heart's desire is ready to come true. And remember here, we're almost ready for that new phase. So don't lose hope. It's happening for you. You're also going to, what I see also is that someone might be bringing you something. Is there someone who's going to have a piece of information for you that you don't have right now? Are you waiting to hear from somebody about something that can bring balance into this whole situation? Because I'm feeling like somebody or something is coming towards you with this new piece of information or new missing piece of the puzzle or something like that. The Queen of Wands. So what I see here is that once you get that, it's like you're feeling refreshed, you're feeling revived, you're feeling hopeful again, you're feeling like this is where it's making sense. This is where you're saying, oh, I was looking at things with the wrong glasses, or I was looking through the wrong door. It's going to make sense to you. And it's because you're getting this piece of information. And then it's like, oh, okay. So then you're going to feel okay to completely release that. It's not going to bother you anymore that it didn't turn out that way. And you're going to have even more, what is the word? Even more ambition toward reaching this goal, because you're seeing it differently now, and it's almost like you're revived. and you're energized more than you ever were before. Yep. The Eight of Wands. So once you get to this point, things are going to happen quickly for you. And we have another 8. Another 8. What is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Am I missing any? That's pretty incredible. Okay? That is pretty incredible for you. And you have 2 9s here. So with the Eight of Wands, especially with this card, someone or something is coming in to help you. Someone or something is coming in to guide you, to say, no, 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 don't lose all hope. There was a reason why this happened. And to take your hand and grab you and like pull you and guide you toward this better path. It's going to happen quickly. It's going to happen very quickly for you. There's movement happening. Even though it feels like there was movement in the wrong direction, that's not exactly what happened, okay? There was movement away from something that was the wrong direction. So you had to move away from the wrong direction into the right direction. So it's like you're perceiving things a little bit differently than what they actually are, but that's going to change soon. Okay, then we have the Page of Swords. Do you see how this person is like hearing something, is seeing something? Do you see that? It's like, oh, wait a minute, what did I just hear? Wait a minute, did I see something out of the corner of my eye? That's what I'm getting with this card. So it's pausing to listen, to feel, to wait for this person or this thing to come in here. It's kind of like with the Page of Swords, that pause saying, oh, wait a minute, what did I hear? What did I see? What was that? And then here you're like, oh, that's it. Well, let me take a better look at that and see what's really going on there. Do you see what I'm saying? So it's like you're getting some kind of communication, some kind of someone coming in to help it make sense, some piece of information that's going to make sense to you. And then once you get that piece of information, once you have that in your hands, it's like there's going to be no stopping you. Things are going to happen so quickly for you. This transformation is going to happen. And you're going to say, okay, I got it now. And you're going to move forward. The Ace of Swords. I mean, do you see all this coming together? You have the Page of Pentacles, the Page of Swords, the Ace of Swords. This new idea that you're going to have is moving you into such a better direction. It's like you thought you were inspired before by this wish, okay? It's like you're going to be even more inspired. You're going to be double, quadruple excited and inspired about this. And it's like you are more of a force now than you were before. Not only because you're feeling literally like feeling revived, you're feeling more passionate about this because you're excited. You can see how much better this idea is than it was before. And so that in itself is exciting for you and to you. And so it's like this thing falling away. You may have known that it wasn't the perfect thing for the situation, but it's like you either didn't have another solution, you didn't know what else to replace that with, or you had some kind of fear connected to letting that thing go. And it's like once you released those kind of negative emotions about it, and then once you can release the negative emotions about it leaving the situation and creating a pause and a delay for you, once you release all of that, it's like there's no stopping you. And it's such a much, much, much better situation that you're going to find yourself in. And then we have the Fates. So cool. So the Fates in this deck is the Wheel of Fortune, which is really cool. So the Fates, okay, which is basically what I've been saying. So this intervention here, it was divine intervention. It was your fate stepping in because it wasn't perfectly aligned. Now it is. It's like, okay, do you see here? It's like you had most of the idea correct. It's just little pieces of the idea needed to be cut out and replaced with something else. Something that's going to work out so much better. So you're still on the right path. Things are going to be coming together. Help is arriving. Information's coming to you. So basically what needed to happen, so you had this idea. So in the beginning, this whole picture was a complete picture, but it wasn't the right picture for you. So it had to be deconstructed so that it can be put back together. Does that make sense? So all of this is on its way to you. So I hope that makes sense for you. I didn't get a lot of like specific details, I think because everyone's situation is a little bit different here. So I hope it made sense for you and your situation. If it did, and if you like this video, please like and subscribe. And if you would ever like to book a private reading with me, you can do so on my website, which is listed down below. Thank you so much. Hello, pile number 3. You have the Crazy Lace Agate, and your card is Change and Higher Self. So with this card, in the tarot deck, the number 13, in the traditional decks, number 13 is the Death card, which means something needed to end so that something new can begin. Okay, so that can be really, really scary. That can be really stressful. That can be very disruptive to your life. Sometimes this is something that might have been unexpected. What Spirit is saying here is don't be afraid. Try not to stress. You are very, very, very protected. You see here, see how protected you are? And also notice the stars here, okay? This had to happen so that something else could line up for you. And also see the butterfly wings here? It's like you would not be able to transform. You wouldn't be able to get to the next level of where you want to go if this didn't happen. There's something about the energy of where you were where it's very stagnant. It feels stale to me. It feels like, I don't know, the image I'm getting is stale bread, like literally something that you don't want to eat. Like you don't want to eat the stale bread because it just doesn't taste right. It doesn't feel right. And that's kind of a metaphor for how this situation feels. It's like scratchy. It's like uncomfortable. And so, yes, you went from being uncomfortable there to being uncomfortable here. But it's like you're about to transform. Things are going to take shape for you. And so what Spirit is saying is that to kind of try to stay calm or try to be balanced within the storm, because that's going to help you. I mean, because I know you don't see this right now, but Spirit is saying there's nothing to be stressed about. So just try to stay calm during these changes. Another thing that I got too, for some of you, is that you outgrew a situation. Like it was overdue for a change. Like you were, for one reason or another, you were just meant to leave that situation and go into something that's healthier for you, something that's going to allow you to grow. And something that's going to more fulfill your heart than that situation was. And so right now it's all about kind of getting a perspective and knowing that things are about to change for you for the better. Okay, what else do you want to tell pile number 3, please? We're looking at October 2024 insights. thorns. Weathering the challenges ahead will bring a new and positive future. Isn't that what I just told you? And do you see, oh my gosh, all the piles had such crazy numbers lining up. So here you have 13 and here you have 31. So it's getting a different perspective on things. And the other thing about all of these piles, like I know we haven't gotten through your pile yet, but they're all a little bit similar but different at the same time. So it's very interesting. There seems to be something going on with the collective right now, maybe going through changes, things unexpected. But anyway, so back to your pile. So yeah, this is what I'm saying. So it's difficult, it's painful, it's not exactly pleasant, but it's going to create something that's so much better for you. You might not be able to see that right now, but Spirit is saying, please trust, please trust that the sun is going to shine again, and it's going to shine so much brighter than it was shining or than it ever would have in that prior situation. Okay, what else do you have for us? Let's see. Number 2, angel. Your angels are guiding and protecting you on your spiritual journey. Remember, I told you with this card, you're very, very protected. You are being so protected right now. It's like, I'm getting like a double layer of protection because you have 13 and 31 and then 2 here. So it's like double protected. So maybe you're being protected from 2 things, but Spirit is guiding you. It's not what it looks like. So it looks like complete devastation, loss, but that's not really what's going on. And I know it's hard to see right now. I know that. I can tell, I can feel your energy, and I have felt that myself before, but Spirit is saying, please just trust in the process. Things are going to come together for you pretty quickly. Let's look at your other oracle cards. What else can you tell pile number 3, please? These 2 are really calling me. Let me see. I can't even get them apart. Okay, here we go. Vulture Spirit, nothing is wasted. Exactly. Everything is happening for a reason. Once the dust settles, you will get a different perspective. It will all come together and it will all make sense for you. It will all make sense for you. There's a reason for everything that's happened in the situation. The vulture spirit also deals with death, right? Because nothing is wasted. The vultures, they get their food from things that have passed on. They get, it's the cycle. So this ending has a greater purpose than you can see right now. Dragonfly spirit, truth transcends illusion. Something about what situation you were in, who you were with, something like that. It wasn't what you thought it was. Something about it wasn't what you thought it was. You were being protected. You were definitely being protected. And something else I want to point out with your numbers right now, you might have already seen it, but we have 2, 2, 2. So definitely, and also 22 is also a spirit number, but definitely spirit trying to show you something, spirit trying to get through to you. So going from kind of, feelings of things ending, death, the death card, to the dragonfly spirit, which is such a beautiful animal, insect, whatever you want to call it. It's like whatever situation you were in before, I think it would have ended regardless. You got everything that you could have possibly gotten out of that situation. It wasn't meant for you anymore. What is meant for you is something that's much more suited for you. Okay, so, and look at the wings here and here and here. Transformation is happening. So try not to worry about things. Something so much better for you is on its way. What else do you have for pile number 3? Okay. We have the 5 of Cups. Yeah, you're feeling pretty devastated right now. Possibly thinking, what could I have done differently? Why did I say that? Why did I do that? Why did it end? Why did it have to be this way? But do you notice the sun shining through here? Do you see that? You see the wave here? It's like cleansing the energy, the water, the rain coming in and cleansing things and clearing the way for something new. All you need to do is stand up and look at what you still have. You see here, with the sun coming through the clouds here and then coming through the window, Spirit is trying to show you that what left you was not meant for you, but what you still have is something that you will keep and that you will turn into something better than what you lost. We have the Magician card. With the Magician card, this is, what do you want to happen? What is it that you want? Because you're going to be blessed with an idea, with a solution, with anything that you need is going to replace what was lost. You're going to start to feel inspired. Things are going to make sense. You are going to realize that what you have left over from this, like nothing was taken from you that you will need on this journey going forward. The only thing that was taken from you, the only thing that left was something that would have held you back, something that would have hindered you, something that could have possibly taken your tools away from you or your knowledge or something like that. It would have dampened all of your skills somehow. We have the Queen of Coins. So you're going to be very successful. You're going to, it's okay. Because this particular situation, place, thing, whatever it was severed from you, now it's like you're back to yourself. Something about this thing that is no longer there, it was holding you back. You couldn't even see your own potential anymore because the situation kind of made you think differently about yourself or about your potential or about what you should be doing. And so now it's like the road is open for you to pursue success, to pursue your dreams, to remember your self-worth. We have the King of Swords. Definitely getting a different perspective on things. So things feel chaotic right now. Things feel like the energy's going in every which direction and you can't, it's going too fast, but it's not moving at the same time and nothing's making sense and you can't even think clearly. Like you literally cannot think right now because your mind is foggy. You're having like this brain fog. You're tired. You're not sleeping well. That's going to end for you. Things are going to calm down. You again, look at the sun coming through. Look at the sun coming through here. You're going to get a better perspective. The clouds are going to clear. And then it's like you're rejuvenated, you're revived, you're feeling alive again. You're feeling like like your suffering is coming to an end. And then you can move forward. We have the 5 of Coins, which is the 5 of Pentacles. Yeah, see, you're feeling like you want to protect yourself. You're feeling like you don't want to move forward because you're afraid that something else is going to be ripped away from you. So it's almost like you're saying, well, why should I even try again? Because it's just going to happen again. Maybe this has happened several times to you, and maybe it's been a lesson for you that you just did not get yet. So maybe this lesson has been presented to you a few times in your life, and you're on the verge of saying, no, I'm done. I don't want to do this again. I am hurt. I'm tired. But what Spirit is saying is that, did you learn the lesson? Okay. Did you learn the lesson? Because look, this is what you're not seeing. The potential, you're not seeing the potential of walking away from the situation. It's the same thing in this card with the Five of Cups. You just need to see things from a different perspective. So Spirit is saying that the only way to see things from this different perspective is to, even though it's going to be really, really hard, to pull yourself up, lift yourself out of this sadness, this despair, this depression, because a solution is literally right there, but you're just not seeing it. And we have the Page of Coins. Yeah, so remember I said you're not seeing it, but it's right there. This is you seeing it. Okay, this is you saying, oh, okay, it's making sense now. You know what else this is? This is you learning those lessons. How many is this? Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. It's like, and I'm not saying you went through 12 lessons. I mean, maybe you did, but it's like you learned a big, big, big lesson here. A big lesson. If you can just accept that it was a lesson, accept what it was, what it meant, how to move forward, then you will be able to move forward. It's like, take these lessons that you learned and know that you will never repeat them again. Because I'm really feeling that this was like a huge life lesson for you, but it was also a blessing in disguise. We have the Six of Cups. So I see you coming into more balance. I see you coming back to who you used to be. You see, it's like you thinking back on similar situations that you have been into, this one that came to an end here. And you really incorporating those lessons, you realizing, oh, wow, I really did repeat that lesson a couple times. Because it's like you look back and then it starts to make sense. You start to realize the mistakes that you've made and that you're not going to do that again. And in doing that, it's like you're finding yourself again. Because I feel like you lost yourself a little bit along the way here. And that's why Spirit had to make such a dramatic change for you so that you can come back to who you're supposed to be. The Three of Swords. Yeah, it's a painful, painful process. And I feel like when you kind of start to look back and get a perspective on things, I feel like it's going to be a little painful for you. Like you're going to wonder, like, oh, why did I put myself in that situation again? Because it's going to start to make sense to you. And you're going to feel like maybe regret, maybe like you wasted time, maybe like you definitely don't want to do that again. But because this lesson was so dramatic and so painful, it's like you learned the lesson. You don't have to repeat it again. So just take a deep breath, refocus your energy, and know that things are going to change for the better for you. Look at that. Do you see that? Once you can do this, things are going to change for the better for you, but things are going to happen quickly. Your spirit guides are looking out for you. Things are going to make sense. Things are going to come together. And it's like you're going to see the light. You're going to have like this aha moment, which I think it was pile 2, which I think it might have been both of these cards are like placed in the same position. I might be mixing up readings, but I'm pretty sure it was here in pile 2. So anyway, it's like once you accept what happened, once you accept that it wasn't meant for you, once you learn the lesson and not only move on from it, but keep that lesson with you so you don't repeat it again. Watch out for the warning signs. What were the red flags in the beginning? What made you feel a little bit like, oh, is this right? You're like, no, it'll be okay. No. Listen to those feelings next time so that you don't repeat this again. And so then things are going to start coming together for you very quickly. You're going to come back into, what were your true hopes and dreams? What was that? Coming back to yourself, to your soul, to the focus that you should have, which is on yourself. And then you're going to notice that things are lining up for you quickly. And look at, oh no, that's not here. Okay, so never mind. The 3 of Cups. It's like, have you not been doing things that you like to do? Have you not been communicating with your friends and your family? Have you not been celebrating friendships with people? Because I'm feeling like you haven't. I'm feeling like you were so wrapped up in the situation, and then you were so wrapped up in feeling devastated and lost and hurt that you've been ignoring this other aspect of your life, which is going out and having fun and really just living your life and feeling just like celebrating life, just enjoying people and enjoying just the joy of being around good people, good things. The other thing I see with this is a celebration coming up for you. And that celebration could be, once everything makes sense to you and you kind of come out of this depression or this darkness that you're in, you come out of these challenges. It's like you're coming back to yourself, coming back to who you used to be, who you're supposed to be. And I feel like you have a support group around you. I feel like you have at least 2 good people who are very, very supportive of you, who gave you space when you needed space, but who will be there for you when you kind of come back and are ready to have other people around you again. And these are good souls, good people who will be there to support you. We have the 2 of Cups. So what will be coming up in your future is something that is so much more suited for you. Now, this could be a relationship here. It could be a relationship that you left here, a relationship that ended here. This can also be a situation. So let's say if this was a job, you're going to have a better job coming up in the future for you. Those are just 2 examples. This can literally be anything that wasn't meant for you. And whatever wasn't meant for you is going to be replaced with something that is identical. It's identical to what you need, what you really, really want. So much better than where you were before. This could even be, let's say, like if you, if you wanted to move into this perfect apartment, and then something happened where you couldn't move in there and you felt really devastated, but then you get a phone call from some other apartment complex and they say, oh, we just had an opening here. Someone decided not to move in. Do you want to look at this place? And you look at it and it has just this amazing view and you love the layout more than you actually like the other one. So, just an example for you, because like I said, this could be anything, but something so much better is coming in to replace anything that was lost. And then we have the Hanged Woman, which is the Hanged Man. And so it's really interesting that you have this card here, because in the tarot, you know, we have the Hangman, and then we have the Death card, which is the this card if this was the tarot deck. So getting a different perspective, putting things on hold for a minute. Once you gain this understanding, it's like you're about to transform. Okay, this is also a card of transformation is almost here. And then when we look at this card, it's like you've already started the process of transformation. It's going to be completed fairly soon, especially with the Eight of Wands. And then once that transformation is complete, things really start moving very, very quickly for you. The other thing I'm getting from this card, again, Spirit wants to tell you that, did you learn your lesson? Because your spirit guides hope you learned your lesson, because they don't want to see you go through this again. So anytime a situation similar to this comes up, if there is anything that happens where you're really excited about something, you want to move forward with something, take a brief minute to think about things. Don't just rush into something. Make sure that you have all of the information. Make sure that you've looked at it from different angles. You know absolutely everything about the situation, and also listen to how it makes you feel. How do you feel about the situation? And then make a decision, and then make a move once you have all of the information that you need. So I hope that made sense. I hope you enjoyed your reading. If you did, please like and subscribe. And if you would ever like to book a private reading with me, you can do so only on my website. That's the only way to book with me, and my website is listed below. Thank you so much.